I'm pretty sure you
I'll get in touch with you.
before there is an election.
Most probably end of January, February, because we are.
With that said, we would like to begin the night with a prayer. Can you please join me in welcoming Mr. Musa Mashadi to the stage?
In the name of Allah, the entirely merciful, the especially merciful, say He is Allah who is one. Allah, the eternal refuge, He neither begets nor is born, nor is there to Him any equivalent. Sadaqallahul Azim.
Thank you for leading us to the prayer. We would now like to play the Canadian National Anthem. And personal banking at HSBC Bank of Canada. He is also the global co-lead for diversity and inclusion, as well as a board member for the Oakville Hospital. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Raza Hassan to the stage.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and good evening, friends. And thank you for being here. I have the great privilege of serving on the board of Oakville Hospital Foundation. The OHF is tasked with raising critically needed funds to pay for cutting-edge medical equipment and new programs at Oakville Trafalgar Memorial Hospital. A few years ago, a group of us came together to search for ways to support fundraising initiatives. And as you remember, about 3 years ago, when we were planning this, COVID hit. And when COVID hit, we had to go online and try to raise some money. And we did quite well. We raised over 70,000 for OHF over the last 2 years. And tonight's Shifa Gala is the next step in our efforts to create awareness, bring together our community, and raise much needed funds. As many of you know, Shifa translates to cure or healing, which aligns with our intention for tonight, to raise money, to fund equipment and programs that enable Oakville Hospital to provide healing tonight, and for your support. I want to especially thank all our generous sponsors, and especially I want to mention our gold sponsors. First, Native Touch, Saaduddin and Hajar, thank you very much. Really appreciate for being a gold sponsor. Fan advisors, Naveed, we wouldn't have been able to do this without you. Thank you for your sponsorship. Our silver sponsors, HSBC Bank, I know the team is there. Thank you very much. for your support. And they also have a booth, so if you want to go and take a photo, please do that. And then a list of our bronze sponsors, and there are quite a few.
I would like to invite to someone on stage who has also dedicated her life to raising millions of dollars across regional and provincial borders. Someone who has been a champion for anyone in need. I would ask that you all please join me in welcoming Mary McPherson, the CEO of the Oakville Hospital Foundation.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As KMC said, my name is Mary McPherson. I'm the CEO of the Oakville Hospital Foundation, and I always start my speeches by saying I have the absolute best job in the world. All the volunteers in the back looking for a career, nonprofit is the way to go. Privilege of standing before you to thank you for your kindness, for your generosity, for leading with courage and leading with heart, for supporting our hospital in Oakville, our hospital that doesn't have borders. Healthcare has no borders. I live in Mississauga. A lot of people from Milton, Mississauga, Burlington, all around the GTA come to the Oakville Hospital. And I want to thank you all for sponsoring, for donating, for buying a raffle ticket, for being here this evening. We really realized during COVID, I think there was a couple of things. Before COVID, I didn't need glasses. I had shorter hair. It wasn't so gray. And I didn't think about my health as much. I didn't think about my family as much. I didn't think about my community as much. And I didn't think about the amazing country that we live in as much. I just took it for granted. I just took it for granted. And I regret that now. Because when we watched from the front lines at the Oakville Hospital, when in that awful March of 2020, when the world shifted and changed, and we saw the way our frontline workers stepped up and have worked tirelessly, quite frankly, for 3 years at the forefront of this, making sure people have the care that they need in a really difficult situation, it is humbling. It is incredibly humbling, and it makes me so grateful that I have my family close, that I have my health, and that I'm able to come here with people like you who value those things and who support us. So from the bottom of my heart, on behalf of the Oakville Hospital, on behalf of the patients that we serve, on behalf of the people that are in the ER, on behalf of our very tired frontline workers, I want to thank you for that.
Next, we have someone who currently serves as the Parliamentary Assistant to the Minister of Finance.
We have an absolutely phenomenal hospital in our community. We live in, I may be biased, but I think we have the best community in Canada.
Tonight, the current Minister of National Defence and MP of Oakville. She has also held previous position as the former Minister of Procurement. And it certainly goes without saying that all of us in this room have benefited from your decisions regarding the procurement of essential COVID supplies for all Canadians, and now the defense of our nation on the international stage. Please join me in welcoming the Honorable Anita Anand.
Gratifying to be here to say hello to you all this evening. I also wanted to start off by thanking Reza. Reza, you're incredible. Look what you've done here tonight, and you're doing it for such a great cause. Thank you. 2013, I was a professor at the University of Toronto Law School, and I said to myself, I would really like to serve on some boards of directors. And no board of director wanted me to be on their board. Nobody. Nobody. I applied to so many boards, public, private, nonprofit, for-profit, and a younger Indian woman was not the type of person they were looking for. But one board started my experience on boards of directors, and that was the Oakville Hospital Foundation. And the Oakville Hospital Foundation, Mary McPherson is a wonderful CEO, and she's done it with her predecessor, Tina Triano. And I am so grateful to the Oakville Hospital Foundation for everything you do for our community, raising money to build the new hospital, now making sure that we have the equipment valuing what is so important in our community, which is keeping people safe. Thank you so much.
Please join me in welcoming the Honorable Ahmed Hussein.
And a kind introduction. It's a pleasure to be with all of you at the Shifa Gala 2020. When Zia and Reza call you, you have to show up. And Reza, I must say, I'm not even from Oakville, and I'm here. So that gives you an idea of his persuasive powers. But in all seriousness, this is an amazing cause. It shows that you all have understood the importance of stepping up. Yes, we rely on government for all types of services, including healthcare. But you are here because you also believe that each and every one of you, and collectively as a community, that we have a role to also play to contribute to better health outcomes for all of us. And your presence here is an affirmation of the importance of thinking about your fellow human being, your fellow community members, and making that contribution and stepping up. As Minister Anand said, we've been through a really difficult time, and it is really things that we used to take for granted, like gathering in person and so on, that now we can gather like this. It's actually very satisfying to see all of you again. And
Would you please join me in welcoming Mr. Izzam Ashadi and Mr. David Manzoor to the stage.
Thank you very much, everybody. Just to make it a little bit informal here, there's only one thing behind you and between you and your dinner. It's me.
Get one cake every single month, right? So guys, come on, make sure you bid for that. Do we have any pledge form ready, by the way? All right,
Okay.
keep going.
No, that's it.
That's it?
That's it. So
All
thank
right.
you so much, guys, for your support, and let's have dinner.
Sure, we will be serving dinner shortly, and I think we have 5 minutes before the dinner will be ready.
Thank you.